Welcome to Ningyo Bingo, where you keep on collecting dolls but never seem to win the game. I'm doing a random little stream tonight just because I've had a bunch of odd little things pop up here and there. And I'm in fact getting messages, oh wow, from one of our listeners right now, wow. Ooh, some sort of adoption link. I wonder if it's a certain doll for a certain friend of mine. We shall see. I have a bunch of fashion dolls here that I have collected from like December till now. I wanted to show some of the cool things that I saw and did at MagFest while I was there, and then I wanted to talk also about the yeah, what's you, J. Louisa? I wanted to talk about the, also, thank you, welcome to the stream. I'm not used to this. I wanted to talk about the upcoming February clothing releases. Now I'm thinking about it, I can just go here, make a new tab over here. Great. The computer's being a little persnickety with me today. That's fine. Everything's always a little odd with the streaming. So I guess to kind of get the most ball jointed doll stuff out of the way. Yeah, let's start on our web browser, looking at our stuff from our web browser today. So we have the February 2024 new outfit collection coming up. And we have, let's see, sales start February 10th, so just a little while from now. There are a few cute things here, and interesting to note is many of these things are USD sized only. This means USD. Oh, well, it's translated now. Now that means actually USD, it says it. So this very cute graduation style outfit coming in the peach color and the blue color with the lace. I feel like we just got something like this for the larger girls, but now we have it for their chibi collection. Chibi dolls. Which is to say the USD. They're very cute. It's a Compito candy, so like the star kind of candy thing. They have these little flowers in their hair. I don't think it comes with the flowers, it just comes with one little brooch there, but super cute. They are wearing lace shoes, which I believe is part of this release. Let's see. Nope, not part of this release. Oh well. If you want lace shoes, you have to see if they're still in stock somewhere else. Then I was corrected by Lindsay. We have a chibi and mini, which is to say USD, and mini super dollfie, or what, 28 centimeter and 45 centimeter. What this is translating as Shima, let's see, Shimaenaga-seto. Shimaenaga. So I was very confused at what this was, but Lindsay corrected me earlier because I thought it was a baby penguin. But apparently it's a little bird. It's apparently a little like sparrow that's very, very, very like, oh, I should probably just open this image so you guys can see. It's very orb-like and it's quite cute. So I'm quite pleased that I was wondering why the eyes were like a little bit more downset towards the beak and everything, but it's to enhance the look of what this is doing, which is absolutely cute. It is very orb bird like, which is fabulous. So other than that, obviously you guys can browse this yourselves with the URL. We have petticoats. We have this green outfit, which is basically look-alike between the mini and the larger outfit. Doesn't have a petticoat per se. This is like an overdress, but looks kind of cute and like Anne of Green Gables-y. I kind of like it more without, but yeah, not my kind of things. It's not punky or cybery or fantasy. So I'm nice and safe. Not to mention I should be saving. These USD shoes, though, they don't always release USD shoes that are like just nice staple sort of shoes for everyday use. These are great for that. And then here's including the green lace for the shoes that match those green outfits. So absolutely cute and wonderful. I love the lace stockings. I guess do the poodle slippers go with these little poodle outfits that are going on here? I guess so. Not much of an interest in that either, though I do love the two new mini Dolphy Dream basic girls. They are quite cute. So we're done looking at that and birds, which brings us over to the recent thing I did, which was going to MagFest. Let's see, it doesn't look like I'm part of this video, but anyway, so at MagFest I brought the 3D printed doll along, and as you might notice here, her eyes are glowing. Jessie assisted me in Makerspace in actually creating a little circuit with a little switch for a CR032 battery to make her eyes glow. The battery is basically dead at this point in time after dragging around to several concerts and the like, but it's there in case I want it or need it. I was able to get several very fun pictures with her, especially on the Tron machine, which was very fun because of her UV reactive paint. So you can actually see her glowing here where the paint is there, and then her eyes are glowing as well, so just worked out very, very well. Then in addition, the surprise I got as I was helping Katazua load in is that they had a Busou Shinki. I didn't even know there was a Busou Shinki arcade game that came out ever. I knew there was a PSP game. I knew they made like one season of an anime, but I never realized they made a cabinet. Why is this relevant to dolls? Well, Busou Shinki started out as, like, I would say the first kind of Toys to Life game that I can recall in like my memory. You would buy, actually, I guess I could just reach up there and grab one.
Want me to get it for you?
Yes, honey, thank you.
Guess I'm gonna be on camera with my
No, it's okay. It's not showing.
my ass.
Thank you, honey. Okay, guys, I can actually switch to camera again. Oh, that's right. It's over here. Local center. Okay, so this is a Busou Shinki. It used to have this game, Battle Rondo, which was like what we call today almost like an auto chess. You set everything up, it has its own stats, and then it just kind of auto battles. What was cool about it is when you bought the figure, which is a lot of glare right now. Let me see. Ah, no, go away. Where's there not glare? So when you buy the figure, you get a code. And with that code, you get to go onto the game and use that figure and all their accessories with any of the other action figure dolls that you had. And then you would actually have the physical one, which you could dress up and everything too. At the time, just like now with Nen dolls and everything like that, they actually created, people were creating outfits and bathing suits and like school uniforms and stuff for these to wear. They were the, if I ever saw a doll action figure that wasn't a super dollfy, this would be it. Like, they did it here first, which is really cool and really fun. So I love them, and I was very pleased as punch to see this at the convention, including a spot just like in the original game and in the anime and everything else, is where you would sit your doll in order to program them and work on them. And then it showed the little setup in your room, including all the paints and stuff that you would be presumably painting your dolls with. They recently relaunched the line. The arcade game, I think, was made in 2020. They recently relaunched the line about maybe 2021. So they're no longer just pre-made action figures with all the pieces. They're now actual model kits. And I do have one sitting and waiting for me to build, which I will totally build. You guys gotta let me know if you want me to build it on camera. I don't know, maybe, who knows. Maybe it'll inspire me to get going with it, or maybe that'll make it go slower. I have no idea. So I was very happy to see this. The coolest thing was on this left panel, is they had this like see-through like screen, but in front of a 3D space. So it really gave the appearance that they were like sitting there, because it animated in their shadows as well. It really gave the appearance that there was 3 of them kind of sitting there on the side, which was super duper cool. And I think that covers all my doll stuff from MagFest. So, bring this over here, and yes, just bring that over there for now. Where'd my chat go? Somewhere.
Bring you a Buso Shinki from the cabinet.
Yes, please, honey. Thank you. Yes, it was very much like Angelic Layer. I don't know which one came first, though. Google could tell me with a quick search. Let's see here. Let's see, Google. Tell me things. Okay. So, first launched in Japan in 2006, so says Wikipedia. Then, Angelic Layer was earlier. But yeah, very much that vibe. Funny thing is, I tried to watch Angelic Layer and I never got very, very far with it. Oh, hey, Kitten Cap Shop. Nice to see you guys. Thank you, honey. Ooh, multiples.
There's that one. Here's this one.
So, Husby has brought over...
Just call me by my name.
I'm sorry. It's when I call you. The ones that we've had unboxed that we've played with. Let me turn on main camera, local center. There we go. So this one's very neat in note because these guys are so old now that some of them are like the plastic and stuff is deteriorating a little, the softer plastics. But she's cool because she came with a person that also had armor, and the armor combines into its own robot, which is really cool. One thing about this line that was very fun was that each of the dolls, they were released usually in sets of 2. And when they released the set of 2, both of them would be designed by the same artist. So this design of the dolls didn't have a uniform design end to end, which was very cool. So you'd see very like familiar or notable anime, manga, video game artists doing designs for these, and they'd do two, and then they would have like another guest artist design more, which was very, very fun and very, very cool. So this one will probably remain in box just because the boxes have so much unique art and stuff showing. It just very, there's not that many that exist still in box anymore. So yeah, they are quite cool. Some of them, when you bought them, they only came as armor kits. So you would, there's a shortage of full bodies. I probably can't get it on camera, but ugh, the feet on this one are tacky from the deterioration. But so this one, Dolphin, came as the armor kit, and she's on Benio, which was the one that was a samurai. So my samurai stuff is put aside, and I put this one up so she could be swimming around and everything quite nicely. Yeah. So that is those. I'm wondering, oops, she's a little front heavy. Wondering how my light's doing here, but nope, not off, on, but better. So that's that. Next up in show and tell is head came in my trials and errors for this huge hunk of vinyl, question mark, ABS plastic, question mark, combination of both. I was been trying to make a head, but the heads themselves are relatively affordable, like $18 plus the shipping here, and the proxy lives in US, so yay. So I got one of the heads for him. That's the official head. I personally feel like it's quite pinheaded. This is the Momo doll 75 centimeter male. The head's kind of sort of on there right now, but could be on better. I just threw a wig on to have a wig on, but konbanwa there, scruffy looking nerd hoarder. Jesse just did some work on his arcade systems today. He just got an arcade board for our guys, so he was having fun with that today. Oh, and a new plate. His plate came in. So yeah, we've been having fun with that. So yeah, here is this head. Actually might be better without this light. Turn off. There we go. Now we get, what's good for human skin is not always good for these weird lighter tones. So you can see very tiny sort of head, wide body, but that's what I guess what happens when you go to the gym like every freaking day. He's so big. So this is kind of what Danny Chu wanted to make visually, but obviously more in the not huge ass scale, I believe. This guy stains so easy. But yeah, this is the Ray head from a Momo doll. Looks pretty good. I'll probably paint him, have some fun with him, customize him, and then send him on to somebody else to have fun with him because he's just too big for my collection. But I want to try and do things, want to try to like take measurements from his head and his neck and see what I can do about making custom heads. Oh yes, please just go out of focus. Why not? Yeah. So yeah, so he exists. I think it's the lack of light. Come on, white light. There we go. Yes, this would be closer to what they do in fact call uncle size, which is kind of like this 70 centimeter up. I'm trying to remember why the word uncle came about. It might have just been like one of the first companies to do it use that word. I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name of the company, but they were one of the first ones to do really, really big boys. And I remember Dalshi. Dalshi was the first ones with big boys. But at that time, there wasn't so many of them, so they were just Dalshis, and Dalshis were Dalshis. Dalshi Hound, etc. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of other companies work in that size. I've seen Ringdoll do it, lots of Chinese companies do it. A little less on the Korean companies I'm familiar with, but it's getting very popular in that size. With that, I think we are ready to move on to the point where I start breaking seams open on fun things. So I have purchased several fashion doll things over the last few months, and they are all quite fun. One is from the Barbie Looks collection. So the Barbie Looks collection is interesting because I feel like it's the rebirth of the Fashionistas. The Fashionistas used to be almost like a premium brand, and when you got them, they would have joints and the like. Some of the original Fashionistas, Barbie Fashionistas, the Kens had like rooted hair, and then they like downgraded, and then Ken lost his rooted hair. This is all stuff I've learned by looking at YouTube. There's one person that just had a whole history of Barbie Fashionistas. He lost his rooted hair, they lost their joints. So then, a few years back, they introduced this Barbie Looks collection. The Looks dolls are simply noted by number. So this is Barbie Looks number 9. He does not have a name, he's just number 9. Oh yeah. So I fell in love with this guy, and I kept looking back at him and looking back at him and looking back at him. And finally, when I saw him for a price that was not like a scalper sort of price, I jumped. Like, it was actually just like $20, $22, something like that. I'm like, that is reasonable. I can do this thing. So that's when I picked him up. So he's mine for me, because I wanted one Ken that was a Ken that I chose and not a Ken that came to me through the usual ways that all my original dolls came to me, which was people growing up getting bored of their dolls and giving them to me. So, yay! This is funny because I have headphones on, but I don't think I need them for anything because I'm not conversing directly with anyone. This is also interesting because there's actually no tape had gone into this. Well, I'm just realizing he comes with a stand. Comes with a clear stand, which I kind of like. Oh wow, it even comes with a certificate of authenticity. That's kind of cool for like a $20 doll. That's not something I expect on a $20 doll. There's like one other doll on this line that I really liked. She had extremely dark pigmentation for her skin. That's cool. I've never gotten a Barbie with a certificate before. Is it common for Barbies to be like is there counterfeit Barbies for like contemporary ones? I could see maybe for the silk tone kind of old ones or something, but for new ones? Is that a thing? So he's got little rubber bands on his hands. Take those off. We're all just kind of doing this right here. Surprisingly, not as fastened in as many of the dolls that are more for the children line. Okay, there we go. I got that. You have this weird thing where they buckle his feet. How are you? Okay, we got these plastic things for his hair. These foldy tabs. I'm not planning on keeping the box because I'm not planning on selling him, so there is no point. Most of my ball jointed dolls where they come. Oh, thank you, J. Louisa. J. Louisa says the special ones have them. Huh, it doesn't seem like my chat's coming up on the side. Not worth the risk, says Kitten Cat Shop, because they can charge just as much for clones as they can for trying to make them look official. Okay, these boots. Slip these out. I have no idea. I've never seen a doll package like this, so I'm just winging it here. Okay, it's like some sort of weird rubbery thing. Just kind of slip your foot out and untwist you. Okay, we're almost there. Grab the rest of the stand. How to best extract you. Like, there's a part of my brain that's like always me that's like trying not to rip this apart, but I know I can just rip it. You're not keeping it. It's fine. This is fine. And this is okay. I don't know why I was driving myself so crazy. Alright. So stand. It's intended to be inserted once because it has a flange. Flange at the end there. So pop that in. There we go. Actually, this looks like it comes in and out. I guess that little flange is just to add pressure to keep it tight in there. Then we have the Monster High style, how you want to say, like T style slot. There we go, you can see that pretty well. A little T style slot that slots in on the top there for the stand. I can use my dexterity. Does this even fit? Hey guys, am I just doing this? I was doing it backwards. Somehow it was opposite of what I anticipated. Okay. So I guess it has a set height. Oh, I guess you can set it higher. It's just it has a range. That does kind of make it easy to get the doll off because you can lift the doll off, but not the whole stand up. All right, now okay. We got more weird little twisty ties. It's interesting because these are. I don't think I cut anything getting this guy in and out. I did, tear some stuff, but I didn't cut anything. I guess it's really made in case a collector was crazy enough to want to take it out and look at it and put it back in. Be careful, that waist piece will snap, break easily. Ah, yeah, I see. Typically, things like clear plastics tend to be more brittle, which is why when Danny Chu did the Cortex internal frame in clear, he's like, yeah, buy at your own risk because it will break easier. I didn't have the same experience with the external clear shell, but it did eventually die on me. At the same place, at the same spot for failures as the rest did. Let's see here. Okay, there seems to be, it's sewn into place. I want to see your hair. Why is this difficult? It's like sewn in. Alright, okay, I think we're getting somewhere. It's truly enthralling stuff, watching me unstitch a doll's hair. That didn't work. Wait, getting there. Alright, cool. Why is this? Why did they do this to me? Do I have tools? trying to get the pen under the stitch so I can pull it upwards. Ha! I have purchase. I have purchase on my purchase. And I'm realizing as I'm looking at this, once I'm done with this part, there is 3 zip ties on the back of the head that I need to snip out. Yay. Getting there. Almost there. So what do you guys think of Busou Shinki? Would you like me to talk more about those in the future? Would you like me to show you the build on one of them? Is it interesting to you? Or is the history interesting to you? I was thinking of doing a panel at some point on them. You want to come out? Alright. This is why I have this. That is saw blade. That is normal blade. Yes. Remember, cut away from yourself. That way, if it comes loose all at once, you're not cutting into yourself. Okay, now these I almost wish I had my wire cutters first. Oh, you know what? I got nail clips. Haha. But nail clips are basically wire cutters. It's okay, honey. This will work just fine. And I'll snip these nicer and closer later. But just kind of go in here and go get these. It's actually nice because it kind of conforms to his head. One. And here I go, touching all his face. 2. 3. Ha! Is free. Okay. Let's take a look at this boy. So, once again, I wonder how much light I actually need from this thing, but looking pretty good here. So he has a lovely face. His hair is nice and heavy, not that weird light staticky. Actually, it is a little staticky hair. Has lovely joints. When I saw him, I thought he looked like a metal drummer, and I love him. That's interesting. It feels like he has cardboard in his pants here. I wonder why they did that. Is it just to prevent the knees from maybe picking at the fabric here? Because can't quite bend the knees right now. I think that might be it. His chest is quite toned. Oh, I love this silly detail. No way you guys are going to be able to see that, but his little waistband says Ken on his underwear. So I doubt he has socks. Yeah, no socks. Most Barbies do not come with socks. Interesting. The boots are not split all the way to the top. Just kind of enough for you to get it out and rotate the heel out to get that to move. That's cool. And we have elastic, the bane of all hair and dolls. And I guess I have to somehow carefully pull these pants. They're kind of skinny leg pants. Have to pull them down over the heel. Trying not to stretch it too much because it's a stretch vinyl, but the fabric will stretch more than the vinyl will, which can eventually cause it to no longer be attached. And the two layers will come away from each other. Okay, yeah, so we have some cardboard here that he was packaged with. Free him. There we go. With the toes pointed, he looks down like a ballerina. I love the sculpting on this foot, despite the there's like some very pronounced pore lines. I doubt anyone will be able to see that, but there's some. There's some pore lines on that foot from where it came in, but that is a-okay. He's just a Barbie doll. Or a Ken number 9. So with the made to move body, can kick their own butt basically, and with it's a very nice. Did they glue the shirt in place? That's interesting. I guess they glued the shirt in place on the shoulders so it wouldn't move around. I'm probably gonna be dressing him up, so that's not gonna stay. But yeah, there's a nice joint here to make that arm move and everything. And now that I've removed said cardboard, I can put his pants back on. Carefully around the toes, carefully around the heel. Don't want to stretch this that much. Not to mention there's one tiny seam there, and it is hella not a stretch seam, so it is just big enough for me dragging with my nail for me to get that over the heel. Very, very tiny little seams I am envious of because they sit so nicely. And it's a vinyl. So where the cardboard was, you can see a little bit of where like it was distended and everything. The fabric is so nice and lightweight, and it works so nicely at this scale. So he's gonna get dressed up in any and all sorts of Ken cool things that I can find. Oh wow, the range of motion of the head is very good. Sounds like such a silly thing, but sometimes you get dolls and they just, it's like right and left. Just a very glorified right and left. So the boots actually do have a left and a right. Look at that. So fancy. It's fancy dolls now. Unlike my $100 some odd ball jointed dolls, this very fancy $20 Barbie. That being said, he's very cool. He has like a very maybe Latino looking facial structure a bit, wider nose, broader mouth, larger lips. It's very beautiful. It's very cool. I love this entire thing that Barbie's been doing with getting different facial structures, different head molds, sculpts, body sizes. It's very cool. Oops. This joint might be fused. Well, that's interesting. Maybe there's 3D parts for me to replace made to move bodies with. So this one, I'm scared to force it. It feels like it should go one more, and it looks like there is one more joint. I experienced this on a different doll when I was a kid. This ABS plastic, sometimes it just fuses. And it should bend one more time. I'm so scared. Bend, bend, bend. Okay, joint's moving a little. Bend. Alright, there we go. Made it happen. It's just very stiff. But yeah, now he can wave high, because now he can bend his elbow. It's just very stiff. Can I get this one to bend? Is it also kind of fused in place. It's so scary. I don't want to like ruin anything here. Nope, no, it's moved. It moved a little. I wonder why they did it like that, but it's a very nice line that it makes. It does have a bit of a peanut jointness, but I don't care about that much on my little fashion dolls as I do on my ball jointed dolls. Ball jointed dolls, I like them to be more ball jointed, and then my smaller scale stuff, I don't mind it looking more like an action figure, so to speak, even though, you know, action figure was a thing that was invented to sell dolls to boys. But anyway, J. Louisa says they think the Barbie Looks doll they have is number 2. Okay, so that is this guy. One more opening for today, and then I'll just show you a few things in box as to not have your Sunday night go so long. So this is a Disney Illy fashion doll. Several years back, I think 2016, Disney Parks had a set of dolls called Attractionistas. They were basically, I wouldn't say rip-offs, but highly inspired by Monster High dolls, including having pets, that were all, instead of being inspired by, instead of all being inspired by, you can grab one from the top of the corner shelf, my love, or just whichever one you can reach. Rather than being inspired by like a monster, one of the Universal monsters before that thing kind of went away, they were each inspired by traditional kind of Magic Kingdom, in one case, not Magic Kingdom, Disney ride. So my Vanna White has just provided me what I needed. Thank you. So these are the Attractionistas, and I love them. I bought extras so that I could eventually unbox a few of them. And it's really cool. You can see they come with a pet. I couldn't bring myself to unbox any of them because look at all this original art. All this original art. And it was basically a Disney store and Disney Parks exclusive. Each of the backgrounds, like, oh my god, the glare. Glare is everywhere. Glare from the computer, glare from everything. You can see me, you can see in the back here, the backdrop of this has the Haunted Mansion, wallpaper. So, like, then this one, Holly, was for the rapidly going extinct Tower of Terror. So she, of course, has things inspired by like film a little, because she has the film box here, but also an owl and like a hat box. But she looks like one of the a dumbwaiter person from a hotel. So yeah, it's very cool. Oh, they even have stories. Holly is a night owl, and so is her pet owl, Tara. Wow, that was not creative writing. Her parents run an old hotel with endless staircases and mysterious hallways just waiting to be explored. Late at night, Holly roams through the maze-like halls. Then she stays up until dawn watching vintage black and white movies through the blurry, static-filled screen of her old television set. All of these movies seem to have a sense of glamour to them, even the scary ones, which are Holly's favorites. It's fitting that her favorite Disney Parks attraction is at the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Notably, it says Hollywood Tower Hotel because anytime they make anything that says the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, they have to pay residuals. So everything, it has that other slogan on it. Oh, let's read Gracie's. Gracie loves the night and things that go bump therein. That's better. That we did better here. She enjoys being different, but Gracie's always there when her pals need a kind, reassuring voice in scary situations. She's also a killer interior designer. Along with her trusty Bat Grim, she can decorate a room that's to die for. At the Haunted Mansion, rights reserved, attraction, the ghost host and the singing busts are just like old pals that she feels like she's known for an eternity. So, she should be right at home there. After all, there's always room for one more. So, those were cool. I love them. They got out of print. I said, nah. I had already gotten like 3 or 4. I ended up getting the whole set. So recently, at first with an 18-inch doll line, and then with these lines, they did this thing called Disney Illy and Disney Illy Forever dolls. Illy is the 18-inch dolls, and Illy Forever are these ones. The main line of dolls, not the 4 that are pictured on the back here for the Disney 100, which is I love Mickey Mouse, I love Bambi, I love Stitch, and I love Ursula. The kind of feel of these is almost like Disney bounding, which I love. If you don't know, Disney parks have a rule for the safety of the guests that you are not allowed as a guest to go into a park with a costume unless it's during Mickey's Not So Scary party or around the Halloween time and stuff like that. And you're allowed to kind of lightly wear things into Galaxy's Edge, but it can't be things that cover the face and things like that. Basically, they don't want people mistaking just average park goers for oh, you're asking if I want Bambi. Maybe I'll trade you for something, okay? So yeah, they don't want an average park goer being mistaken for a cast member, especially if like a child is like missing, trying to find their mom, and they're like, oh, can you help me? They don't want that happening. So instead, people do what's called Disney bounding, which is wearing casual clothes that's inspired by a Disney character. And these dolls in this line is all of that, including fashion packs that they make inspired by lots and lots of Disney characters. However, the thing that got me in is because they were starting to discontinue a line of, would you guess it, clothes based upon park attractions. And I'm just a big old baby in love with the Disney parks. There's one more piece, which is the fashion outfit for Space Mountain coming, but I got the sleepover set for Space Mountain. So we have Space Mountain, Mad Tea Party, and the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which is great. Very fun. So taking a look at the fashion packs really quick. Each of these fashion packs that are based on the attractions come with a Disney ear headband that's based on the attraction, plus all these accessories and things with the feeling of the attraction, which is just so cool. It's like Disney bounding an attraction. Mad Tea Party, we have this lovely coat that's like the flowers here. The shirt has the Mad Hatter on it. There's like the edge of the teacup design on the skirt. We have the birthday. Is it birthday? Oh no, it's the Tower of Teacups here, and even more singing flowers here, and a lantern. The lantern like a purse, and then here is our awesome Space Mountain themed sleepover set with pizza and popcorn. This popcorn button is super cool. Definitely looks like something you get at a Disney park. Cool thing is it comes with a telescope and like a lantern, which would totally be me. If I was a kid, I would absolutely 100% want to have an awesome purple space sleeping bag for me to go and enjoy a sleepover with. Hell, I think I still would, but I would love to look at the stars too. It's so cool. I love this. So the Disney 100 ones, notably, all the main line have inset eyes, which I didn't like on most of them except for the Asian inspired girl. But these guys for the Disney 100, which was once again Mickey Mouse, Bambi, Stitch, and Ursula, have painted on eyes, which I think is tried and true and looks very good. When you do inset eyes, it, like, if your eyes are cartoony, you have to really play with that stylizing to make it look right, and the thickness of the eye well to make it look okay at that scale. The larger scale you have, the less problem you have with the thickness of the eye well. So here is Ursula, who I'm going to take out of the package right now. We shall admire the package, for it shall go away. For the Disney 100 ones, I'm going to remove my wine mustache. For the Disney 100 ones, there's metallic on the box, including these very cute little swirls of pastel-y colored tentacles here. Ursula herself and the Illy sign are metallic. The 100 is metallic. Here she is again, metallic. And it is very cool. Beautiful. Box is crunched. That's okay. It came in one day from Amazon, and I'm opening her now. Just going for it. I don't know how these guys open, so just winging it. I'm just gonna tear right in. Another thing about the main line of dolls, rather than the Disney 100 dolls, is each of them come with a Disney balloon, and it's one of those that's like a balloon in a balloon, which is very cute. And they open, and they come with like remit style miniatures of Disney parks treats and food, like I think there's like popcorns and like Mickey ice cream bars and like things like that, which was super cute. You can find them Disney, because of the death of the Disney store. You see here, it's like the entire back, I think, is just taped. It's all tape. Why do you need this much tape? You're why? Why? This is the most brutalized I've ever done a box, and it's my aunt. It's not what I'm used to, but I'm doing it. It doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to come out. I'm sorry, everyone that's like having their hearts die right now, but sorry. Oh, this side was metallic too, actually, like the background behind her. Gosh. Are we there yet? Yeah, Target had a deal with Disney because Disney killed all of its Disney stores, that they would have like a little small, like, exclusive Disney parks merch stuff in their store. I think that only was like at certain stores though. Target does carry these guys at retail price, and occasionally they go on sale. And on clearance. I saw the Mickey Mouse one for $20.99. I just wasn't as into the Mickey Mouse one. Then they have, I saw them at Amazon, and of course, the Disney store, which if you have a Disney card, you can get 20% off if you're Disney Rewards Visa member, but then you need to like have $75 for free shipping, and shipping from them is around like $8 and meh. Alright, how do I free you? I don't even know. Why do they make this so hard? What child, without the use of sharp implements, would be able to retrieve their doll nowadays? That being said, interesting thing that they've done with the Disney dolls, the princess dolls, is they have, I don't know if it's frustration-free shipping boxes, but they have like reusable boxes that I think don't have as many twist ties and things like that. And also some of the newest ones that they've revamped come with games and stuff on the box, and when you fold the box it has a little bit more to do, because when you fold it out, instead of getting this mess, you have like a word search or something to do along with all that. So something a little nicer. I'll be there yet. Why? Is this entertainment? Is this fine? It also comes with a ring for me. It's my ring, and it's purple. It's sparkly. It has. It's not. I don't think it's shedding. We'll see if it fits on my finger. I do have small hands and small fingers, so that's a possibility. All right. Nail clipper. See what we can do here. Now they attached her head so hard the plastic puckered inward. Like, really? Did you need to do it like that? I'll cut this thing a piece at a time. I didn't realize that taking out a doll would take this long. I don't remember it. I do have like a tiny little video of me taking the new Ghoulia out of her packaging, which was interesting because part of the paint of one of her accessories came off on her hand, which was touching it in the packaging. Okay, that's going better at least. All right. Cool. Almost. It's like in a spot that's so narrow that as I push the thing in, it becomes closer. Well, maybe I can just pull her foot out of that. Let me see if I can free her yet. Getting closer. Alright, just gonna smush her foot up. I'm sorry. There was one line of dolls I remember from when I was a kid, and it was actually like, there was this line of dolls where it was looked like a cupcake, but then when you inverted the bottom, it became the skirt. And my sister and I think each had one each of that, and it was so cool. I don't think I ever saw them revive or come back, but they were so cool. It was basically like cupcake transformer dolls for girls, so couldn't beat that. Loved it. I also loved actual Transformers. Had so many Beast Wars. Still have so many Beast Wars. Would you guys like to look at Beast Wars someday? I can talk about my Beast Wars, definitely. Action figures are dolls. They count. So says I. I'm an expert. Be expert opening a doll with a nail clipper. Expert. Are you free yet? Yes. Almost. Maybe. Kind of. Okay, that's on the pinned to the side of her coat. Did you all have nice, good weekends? Felt like you got something accomplished or recharged at least before you head into battle today or tomorrow, depending on your time zone. Hopefully. Hopefully all is well. So this, are you there yet? Almost? Almost? Okay, she just has to take her hand off of the handbag, which I haven't wrested from its place, and I shall have my first look at her. So she I ended up loving because she has purple hair and she has sparkly things. I like the painted eyes more than the inset eyes on these, more or less. I love her dark lipstick. Let's see if I can't clip a little closer on this guy. Yeah, that's easier. That was certainly easier. And sometimes you can just press those in to the skull. But I'll worry about that later. So here we have a Little Mermaid-esque color for her skirt, which is lovely. Very cool tall boots, which I just realized, gosh, I don't know how much you can see here. Oh, you can see it a bit. Has like a pattern of a squid here. Ooh, you didn't have to work this weekend. That's a plus. Yeah, I understand that feeling. I've been working for like 10 years for a place that like it was on again, off again, whether I was working that weekend or not. So it's like, I feel like I'm much more in control of my life and I have like an even pacing for my life now. That's not a thing any longer. The extra money from the weekends was nice, but just getting a promotion to get that extra money is nicer. So I'm glad you have received your rest, and I hope that it carries you through till the next rest zone, whether it be next weekend or the weekend after that. She actually has a little brooch right here of Ursula's face, which I think is interesting. I would have almost thought it would have been cooler to have like maybe Flotsam and Jetsam or something there, so something that Ursula would find fun and beautiful rather than this. But I guess the concept is I love Ursula, so she's wearing things that Ursula would like. There's like a coil-like design that's hard to make out on the earrings. I think more kind of, yeah, I think it's intended to be tentacle or tentacle-like. Let's see. Fasteners are done via Velcro. There is, oh, that's cool. On the doll's skirt, as we show this, there's a ribbon here that prevents the skirt from just going upwards infinitely, which is very cool. I recently saw a hack shown, a life hack shown for sleeveless like sweaters and shirts, where you actually, on the sleeveless part, because if you raise your arm up, it'll just want to stay up above your shoulder and not come back down. They did a pin here and a pin here with a ribbon around it, so that when you lower your arm back down, it pulls it down so it stays down on your shoulders, which I thought was very cool and nothing I ever experienced because I always have to wear something with structure. So this I was noticing as I was looking at it in the package. The let's try something with a black background. There we go. The necklace is a trident, which is very cool because that's kind of referencing when when Ursula gets the trident from King Triton, which is very, very cool. Let's see, what else can I extract here? There is a big old hidey hole they could have used for something, but it's just kind of here. Let's see here. So, oh wow, they used like shiny, let's just rip this. They used like shiny fabric for the body piece that's holding this, which is cool. I guess once again in reference to the Disney 100. Oh, and I just realized all throughout here there's that tentacle pattern, which is very cool. I always like when each doll gets a unique box design, because that's not always the case. Sometimes they all have the same back, or it's largely the same except for like a little blurb, but I'm liking this thing where I guess printing is getting easier or faster or things like that, or just in general design is getting faster, so like they can do things like have unique inside box art and for each doll. Let's see here. Zip tie, I don't know, not zip tie, whatever you call those little clippy things. Alright. So here we go. Unsurprisingly, we have here pearl quotes here, and there is, oh, what is that pattern? I think that's a pattern quoting this sort of coral-like crown she got when she got the trident and got real big and had her moment of being a queen. Yes. Oh, and it has a little illy tag on the side calling out the brand. But yeah, here's what I was talking about, where there's the cool holographic material. This is like inky, flowy bell bottoms. Is that like kind of like a dark magic feeling, or like, well, she doesn't have ink, she's an octopus, not a squid. Octopuses don't have ink, right? I don't think they do. I'm not sure. Yummy. Almost off. There we go. That's interesting to keep the form. But it's so shiny. It's just ended up being recycled, but it's so shiny right now. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of what it looked like. Look at how neatly they ironed these pants so that there's like perfect little pleats. How lovely.
Most cephalopods have ink, apparently.
Oh, most cephalopods have ink. I have been educated. Thank you, honey. So maybe it is. There's hidden Mickeys! No way! Oh my god, I just realized. There's hidden Mickeys in the fabric. Ah! That's so cool. Is it only on the one pant side? Does the other one have it? Is it just the front? Did they make, I don't see it on this side. Did they have literally 2 rolls of fabric that they have created, and then they had one that they printed out with the Mickey and one they printed out without the Mickey, so that the hidden Mickeys would only show so often, but not too often? Did they go that far? I want to know. I want to interview these people. I need to know. Wow. Amazing. Something was just sticking to me and fell off. Okay, how are these shoes held on? Just by paper, it seems that I can probably rip. Alright. So we have very cute shoes. This back part was folded in a little, but it'll probably, once we're back on the doll here, form up just fine. just some strappy shoes. I can't think of anything that's a direct quote to the movie or the character other than the color. Very cool. They're very soft, which means in 10 years time these will be off-gooing as it decays a little. You know, just things to look forward to. It's just what happens with toys and doll stuff. It's just a thing that happens. Alright, here's her second purse. Her first purse I didn't take out of the box yet. Trying to see. It's overpainted a little on the emblem. It has Illy on the back. Let me do a dark background. But then on the front has something. It's kind of like a U. Oh, U for Ursula. Duh. Okay, so U for Ursula. Very cool, finely sculpted and molded in this soft plastic to make it and look and feel like a chain. There is another little hidden Mickey at the top of the ball here. And then good night. And the moment you've been waiting for. Do I get to fit into this ring? Is that do I? Oh no, it goes that far. Wait, what about here? I can wear it on my pinky. Oh no, the sparkles are leaving me. It is contagious. You've been warned. It does come off. Okay, the final accessory, which looks absolutely amazing, and I felt like if they actually sold this in a store at Disney, I feel like people would buy it for themselves at human scale. People have like a love for very fashionable villains like Dr. Facilier and Maleficent. So like I feel like Ursula goes into that category as well. And there's beautiful, you'll never be able to say it, I'm so sorry. There's beautiful sculpting on this zipper on the top. And it's pretty amazing. You can actually see each of the little pieces of the zip. It says Illy on the back, a little Mickey, but it's got pink dots and on black with the squid, and then the very well painted silver. It doesn't look like it's over painted at all, with detailing on the stitches and a leather texture that actually feels like leather. This looks and feels amazing. That is awesome. Once again, the trident, referring to King Triton's trident. So that's it. Everything's free other than the fashion packs, which I don't dare do because it takes way too much time. Thank you, camera, for focusing. I appreciate that. Let's change out her look. Let's see how long it takes to change out her look here and how she is to play with. Because I like to play with my dolls. There's very few dolls that I just only display. So the hands are a nice size. They don't feel small or anything for the stature. The feet came off. Once again, I'm seeing a lot of inaccuracy in the pore lines here. I'm just pampered from the amazing work that all the people do on their ABS kits. I'm gonna have such a time cleaning all of this up once I'm done. Focus, focus. You got this, camera. So, just like Ken, once again, there's that ribbon there to keep it from moving around too much. Just like Ken, we have the underwear. This one says Illy. This top part is ABS plastic. This bottom part feels a little bit more like a vinyl. Feet. I don't know, is it all? No, that's definitely different. Is it just that's hollow and that's not? I can't tell. So posing wise, wow, that's stiff. Okay. 90-degree angle. Shirt comes off. And is that a serial number? That's not expected. That looks like what is a serial number. On some of the other dolls, rather than having it sculpted, I was told that it was printed on, but in like a lighter color, just a lighter color than the skin tone. It also has copyright Disney on the back of her head. UK, Canada, Jack's Pacific. Oh, Jack's Pacific makes a lot of nice things actually that I enjoy. I think they make some of the Sonic the Hedgehog characters I like. So let's get her dressed up in her other outfit. I'm gonna go with her fun hidden Mickey cephalopod ink pants. Very good. Has a very fun drape that starts just above the ankle, which is perfect because, as we know, these shoes, and they do have a right and a left, and they have details sculpted on the bottom of the shoe. I think, yeah, these guys have details. Oh my god, that's cool. Look at the squid stuff sculpted on the bottom of the shoe. That's cool. That's very cool. Okay, what's right, what's left? Curvy goes like that. Okay. I always have that problem with doll shoes. Hell, I have that problem with my own shoes. I just put it on, I'm like, oh, that doesn't feel right. Let me switch that up. The feet on the inner edge of the foot have a little bit of more of an arch foot, and then on the outside are a little bit more flat-footed. So that might help the doll change from more flat-footed shoes to more heeled shoes. They fit right in without any major gapping in these heeled shoes, which is great. And as you can see, that's exactly why that pant stops exactly where it does, so it can show off the shoes spectacularly. All right, now we got the other top. I looped the arm through, but I forgot to loop I forgot to loop it through the poofy part too. Oh, speaking of the cold shoulder look, that is exactly what this shirt is doing. Thankfully, she is a doll, so she doesn't need any structure to hold herself in place. But here we go. We can put on her trident necklace here. It is soft plastic, which is probably why they didn't put it on her in the packaging, so they didn't have to worry about it falling off of her. And we'll give her, she has a little bit of pose to her hand. There's not a twist here on the arm, so she does not have as much pose as Ken number 9 does, but we'll have her show off her bag here. But she looks so happy, and her purple hair is a beautiful dark purple with a little bit of a curl to the end of it. Lovely. So amazing. I am very pleased with her quality and the clothing's quality and design for this. It's just a child play doll functionally. Technically, you might even consider like a level down from the basic line of dolls because no one said eyes, but it comes with like the extra set of clothing, but it doesn't come with the cool pick and choose, what do you call it, like the mystery balloon, but it does come with a ring that you can wear. So with that, everybody, I think I've covered everything and a little bit more than I wanted to cover tonight. I have some other projects I've been working on and things, which I will definitely tell you guys about another point in time. Did have Megu here hanging out, helping me, being my buddy, my helper, just being cute. So yeah, that is my first video solo show. With that, I think I will bid everybody a wonderful night. Please have a wonderful and safe evening or morning, depending on where you guys are or when you're watching or listening to this. Please have a lovely week, and perhaps I shall see you next Sunday. Oh, goodness, the wine. All right, good night, everybody. Be well.